Hello everybody, and welcome back to World of Warships. Now I've been having some thoughts actually about the future of this channel and kind of what to focus on and what not to, and it occurs to me that there's been, because of some developments with some of the other channels that I follow, there's a possible niche here, because with Jingles kind of diversifying a bit and doing other games and not doing as much in the way of World of Warships, World of Tanks videos anymore, and Quickie Baby and a lot of the other guys, Circumflexes and some of the other guys who do all the channels, tend to focus in general almost exclusively on high tier games. It occurs to me that there's a potential space for lower tier stuff, so low mid tiers, tier 5, 4, 3, maybe some 6, that kind of thing, which suits me because those are all the ships I have and all the tanks I have anyway. So let me know what you think of that idea, because what I'm thinking about is going back down the tiers a bit and reacquiring some of my lower tier ships, but in particular, for example, like the St. Louis, the tier 3 American cruiser, and doing some stuff at lower tiers. It also occurs to me that could be more useful because the amount of time required to grind the higher tiers means that I bet there's fewer players up there, and it occurs to me that seeing videos and stuff about lower tier stuff might be more helpful to people. But anyway, that's just a thought. So I was thinking about that, and if anybody watching, if you want to let me know in the comments what you think about that idea, please let me know, because and that applies to World of Tanks as well. Doing some of the lower tier vehicles, because the other things that helps me, that frees me up. Instead of spending ages all this time grinding the higher tier vehicles, what I can then do is I can then move down, and I can do more different vehicles, because tier 4 takes almost, I think it takes almost like a tenth as long as tier 8 and tier 9. So it means I can just do a greater variety of stuff if I do it that way. But yeah, please let me know, and we'll see. So anyway, here we have another Mitsuki game, which is the tier 5 Japanese torpedo destroyer. And this game was absolutely hilarious. I was playing like a donkey the other day when I was playing this one, and I was getting really irritated, and then I had this game, but this was the end of my gaming session because I just couldn't top this. I get 4 kills, spoiler alert. I think I only actually earn 2 of them, which is another thing that you will see. And yeah, so right now we're conquering B, because the other teams are conquering A and C. Just heading around the island for some cover, but there's nobody much around because there's 3 destroyers on the enemy team, and I think they're all at A and C, so that's fine. So we're getting some capture points at the moment. But this game was something else. And you will see what I mean. Now I'm almost up to, I think I'm almost up to a 9-point captain on this ship, so I'll relatively soon be able to get the concealment expert skill and reduce my detection radius significantly, which will be quite nice, and make it even more stealthy. This Mitsuki I think is actually my favourite destroyer. I like the Fubuki as well. The Fubuki is the tier 6 one because it's much more powerful, but the Fubuki is also a lot slower. So anyway, we're aiming at this, I don't know what's up with this, but we're aiming at this guy at the moment in the game. So we've got torpedoes off against the enemy cruiser, and then we turn away to avoid getting spotted. B's now been captured, so we've got capture points for that, which is nice. And we're legging it. But yeah, I was playing like this day, because I hadn't had a chance to do any gaming for a while, because apparently when you have kids you're supposed to look after kids, apparently. Who knew? Let's see how these go. Oh, so close. That was close. And those ones I think were a bit too far ahead. Yeah, they've missed completely. That was close though. The Fubuki is quite big and slow. So though it's heavily armed, by comparison, it's got 9 torpedo tubes rather than 6, and it's got 2 double turrets rather than 2 single turrets. The guns on this Mitsuki are pathetic. It is quite slow by comparison, although I've got the speed boost signal on it now, which means that I can get it up to about 36 knots, which isn't too bad. It's also got a big turning circle, and it's nothing like as stealthy. So, and it's a bigger target. The Fubuki is physically a much bigger ship. So, although the Fubuki is fun and I do like it, it's not. Idiot! Look at that. Seriously, guys, always watch where you're going in these kinds of ships as well. However, nobody's close enough to actually cause me a problem. So, there's a battleship over there who is heading directly towards me. He's a battleship, and he's at least 2k away from spotting me, so that's fine. So just reverse off the island. That's good. And then we continue. The Fubuki's got longer range torpedoes as well, actually, which is quite good. I found with Fubuki you have to kind of use islands to ambush a lot more, because firing torpedoes at maximum range is generally not a particularly great tactic. So anyway, I'm heading over to A, because we've conquered B, and it looks like A needs some help. So there's 2 destroyers over there, and there's a battleship, and I'm trying to ambush this guy. This is my current plan. So if I just target him now, which I can't do for some reason. Anyway, the replay system on this is messed up. Just checking over there, nobody's over there. I've been spotted by spotting planes, which is irritating. So he now knows that I'm here, which is not good either. And that guy knows I'm here because he's shooting at me. So what I'm trying to do is get away. Aish! Got hit, but that was very minor damage. We're now contesting A, and I've just noticed there's a destroyer over there. So I'm being spotted by everybody, being shot at by a cruiser, but he's about to head behind the island, so that's not such a problem anymore. Took a bit of damage there. Come on, free camera, free camera. There we go. Where are we? We're over here. Right. So now the planes are away, so we put the smoke screen up. And I'm not visible anymore, which is nice. That battleship still can't nail him. That guy's about to get net hammered. Yep, he's dead. Brilliant. I'm still being shot at. So now we're no longer visible, and I'm capping A. We know there's a destroyer over there, and I've still got my eye on that battleship, which is a Koenig, which I think, off the top of my head, is, yeah, it's German tier 5 battleship. So same tier. You'll notice also that I'm in a tier 6 game here, so there's a whole bunch of tier 6s as well. So this isn't actually too bad matchmaking. Cool, we just capped again, so that's two sets of capture points. So I'm trying to ambush this guy. 4 kilometers is pretty decent torpedo range actually. Obviously the closer the better, but 4 is reasonable. Problem I have is a wild Fubuki appears, a wild kamikaze appears, which a kamikaze is, lost it, tier 5, he's the gun destroyer. Now this, everybody forgets that, you know, I still do have guns. And a lot of Japanese torpedo destroyer drivers forget that their guns exist. They suck. 1 kill. And I'm no longer visible. Oh, I am visible. Oh, crap. Battleship, battleship, battleship. Get torpedoes away. Oh, dear. Hide behind the island. So, the battleship that I was going to ambush... Oh, come on. Seriously, there we go. Torpedoes away, and now we're trying to leg it behind the island before he gets his main battery around. However, I don't think he's aiming at me. No, he isn't. He's aiming over there, so that's fine. So we killed 1 destroyer. That was the first kill I got that I didn't earn, because he was already on basically 0 health. But no, these ships do have guns, so don't forget about them. The guns are crap, but sometimes they are usable. And those torpedoes are looking good. How are we doing? Yeah, 1, 3, 2, 3. 3 hits. Yeah, that nailed him. Aish! That was the dive bombers. However, some fighters, our friendly neighbourhood carrier has come over to do some fighters. We have a destroyer over there, Fubuki. This was the Fubuki I thought I had earlier, because I know I did fight a Fubuki at some point. I'm still detected. So we put some shots in on the Fubuki. He doesn't get killed by me though, I don't think. No, he gets killed by the Congo. So that's 2 out of 3 enemy. Actually no, that isn't. That's all 3 enemy destroyers dead now. However, I've now been spotted by enemy torpedo planes. I don't think they're going to attack me. That's fine, I'm now in a smoke screen, so I've not been detected anymore. They launched torpedoes against me anyway, but fortunately for them, well, fortunately for me, I'm not in a Fubuki, because a Fubuki I would have been hit by those. Fubuki is not manoeuvrable enough, really, for this kind of sharp turn. And my speed boost is active, which gives me some extra manoeuvrability as well. So we're on 1 kill so far. And then we can turn now, because this wreckage is going to catch that torpedo. Watch this. Skaboosh! Using the enemy's wreckage against them. Good. So now we are currently in the clear, and we have 2 out of 3 caps. So that's good. So now we're going to go and do some more hunting. So we're almost on 32,000 damage. More being spotted by planes again. And there's a cruiser heading straight for us. This is not good, so we need to head away from the aircraft. Because cruiser versus destroyer at this kind of range, cruiser wins. Always. Hey, stop flaming. Honestly. Yeah, cruiser's over there. Nuremberg. Trying to avoid... Oh, crap. I think this is where I was like, oops, I've just driven into an island again. However, smoke screen is ready. Activate smoke. Reverse off the island. Smoke screens are very useful things, I have to say. And the aim now... I think the enemy planes have disappeared, which is nice. We are actually currently winning as well. It's 7-6. Smoke screen's finished. However, we can now... No, we're still reversing. I can't remember why I was still reversing at this point. I think because he's still heading over this way. Oh, yeah, I remember now, yeah. He was still heading this way, so I was like, well, I don't really have time to... I'm just going to reverse away from him. Because I don't actually have time to do a full turn round. And I've just been detected again, and it's like, oh crap, right, okay, let's go forwards. He's already being shot at by somebody else, though. So that's fine. Launch torpedoes. Oh crap. Aye. Oh dear, that could have been so much worse. And then we turn away. Engine's been knackered. Repair kit, get it going. You know, there we go. Ah, he missed. And torpedoes are away. So I don't think those are going to hit, because cruisers are quite tricky targets. And now I'm on fire, and I've already used my repair kit, which is a pain. Having said that, we just took him out anyway. So we've got about 40 seconds for the repair kit to go down, but I think we're going to stop burning in that time anyway. But to be honest, I'm not that worried about the fire, because we've got half our health, still got half our health remaining. The fire is going to be out soon. And oh crap, more torpedo bombers, and dive bombers even, and they're going to come for me. Yes, yes they are. However, they didn't really achieve anything, so that's fine. So basically the point is that the fire isn't going to kill me. And it's going out soon, and my repair kit is up soon, so yeah, I'm not that worried. It's irritating, but I'm not that worried, because ideally in this game, if you're destroying, you're getting shot at, you're doing something wrong anyway. So as long as I have some health, I'm still effective, because of the ability to stealth launch torpedoes. This is why I like, in World of Tanks as well, this is why I like vehicles. I don't like using vehicles that are reliant on armour, particularly for that reason. And now we're going to aim at this guy, which is the Fuso. You know, basically, if you're in a vehicle, the first aim of not dying in a game like this is not being shot at in the first place. Now, I was holding off on torpedoes here because I didn't want to hit our guy, the Dunkirk. However, at this point, I noticed that they start diverging, which means I can get torpedoes off of the Fuso without worrying about team killing. So I do that. I send a message to the Dunkirk just to let him know, which you'll see in chat in a minute. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, about being shot at. Ideally, you don't get shot at all. So I prefer using ships like this, because with this ship, even if I'm on 1 health, because I'm generally reliant on stealth, I can still do a lot of damage. Whereas with a battleship, because you're reliant on guns, if you shoot at somebody, you're being spotted by definition, which means if you're on low health, they can shoot back. Haha, kill number 3. I think I kind of earned that one. Like with the cruiser, I kind of did, because he had quite a lot of health left. And then I realised now we're on 900. We're on 900 odd points, and there's a Koenig. So I was like, can I ninja a last kill? Because he's on almost no health. So yeah, so with the destroyer, if I'm on like 10 health, I can still do something, because I can shoot from stealth and I don't have to be shot at all. With a battleship, shooting at somebody necessitates the ability for them to shoot back at you, which means if you have no health, you're in a lot of trouble with a battleship. Whereas with the destroyer, you're not necessarily. So this is why I like, and the same with tank destroyers, I like using tank destroyers and light tanks in World of Tanks for the same reason. I just find it more fun. He's shooting at me, he misses completely, and I've just realised I've got guns again, and he's on low enough health that it might actually be important. However, I only have 1 gun, so this is the stupidest kill ever. Watch this. Missed, fire again, come on, we can get him, and...
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
And that was that. Yay. So, and that's just ended. Absolutely typical. I didn't quite pause it in time. So my 4th kill in that game was with a 4-inch gun against a 30 odd. It was a Koenig, wasn't it? So what's the Koenig tonnage? Let me just look this up. It was blah 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 blah. 28,000, according to Wikipedia, 28,600 long tons full load. So I killed a 29,000 ton battleship with a 4-inch cannon, and I did not deserve that kill at all, but I got credit for it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the low tier vehicles coverage idea, because that'll be good to know your opinions, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.